Today we're talking about something no one tells you when you get into trading. That most of the time you're not trading the charts, you're trading your emotions, your wounds, your old stories. If you've ever wondered why you can't stop overtrading, why you sabotage yourself even when you know better, or why discipline seems to disappear the moment it matters most, this video is for you. I'm going to share my own story, the shame I carried, the internal battles I fought, and the powerful framework that helped me make sense of it all. We're diving deep into the parts of you that actually place the trades, and how understanding and healing them can transform not just your P&L, but your entire life. Some days it feels like you're trading against the market, but most days you're trading against yourself and losing. Not because you're weak, but because you don't yet know who's holding the mouse. I've lost count of how many times I've broken my own rules. How many times I've said, this is the last time I'll overtrade, only to binge again the next day. The shame after a relapse, it's suffocating. You stare at your account balance, and it's not just money that's missing. It's your self-respect, and worse, you start to feel like you are the mistake. People say trading is a game of discipline. But how do you stay disciplined when it feels like there's a war going on inside you? I didn't know what was happening until I discovered a powerful truth. We're not one self, we're many. There's a part of me that's obsessed with winning. It pushes me to prove I'm not a failure. It hates losing, not because of the money, but because it makes me feel worthless. Then there's another part, the binge trader. It jumps in impulsively. It doesn't care about setups or plans. It just wants to feel something, to escape the emptiness or pressure. And then there's the voice that comes after, the judge. The one that screams, "You've ruined it again, you'll never get this right." And quietly, behind them all, there's the exile, the wounded child who once felt abandoned, unseen, or not good enough, the one all the others are trying to protect in their own dysfunctional way. I used to think I was just broken, that I had no willpower. But what I didn't realise was that these parts were stuck in survival mode. When you relapse, it's not because you're stupid. It's because some part of you is terrified of losing, of being wrong, of being exposed. It's not a logical failure, it's an emotional flashback. And you can't will your way through a trauma response. That's like yelling at a child to calm down while they're screaming for help. Healing doesn't happen in a weekend. It's not a productivity hack. It's months, sometimes years, of sitting with the parts of you that you've tried to silence, of listening without judgment. One day I realised something that changed everything. My binge trader wasn't trying to sabotage me, it was trying to give me relief from the pressure, from the fear of not being enough. When I finally sat with it, without shame, without trying to fix it, I saw its pain. I saw my pain, and it softened. That's the work. Not just trading less impulsively, but leading yourself internally. Becoming the calm, wise adult that all your younger parts never had. The biggest paradox in trading, you can only win by letting go of trying to win. You can only succeed when you stop making your trades about your self-worth. The market doesn't care about your childhood, but it will reflect it over and over again. If you carry fear, you'll attract it. If you need to be right, you'll prove yourself wrong. The market is the most brutally honest mirror you'll ever face. There's peace in this journey, but it's not instant. You'll relapse, you'll get frustrated, but slowly, the parts begin to trust you. The binge trader quiets down, the perfectionist softens, the exile begins to feel safe. You realize trading isn't just about money, it's about wholeness, it's about healing. It's about becoming the person who no longer needs the market to validate them. So if you're here feeling like you're the only one who keeps messing it up, you're not alone, you're not broken. You just need to meet the parts of you that are trying to protect you in all the wrong ways. When you lead them, when you integrate them, you don't just become a better trader, you become free. If you've made it this far, thank you, truly. This work isn't easy, but it's worth it. If you're ready to stop blaming yourself and start leading yourself, I'm here and I'll keep sharing everything I've learned. Subscribe if this resonated. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. You're not broken, you're just wired for survival. And now it's time to rewire.